They will never get the high. They will never get the kick of like feeling what we feel.
Star kids get their first breaks. I think they're sort of spotted even when they're just teenagers.
Even when they're very successful, they'll still get this target tag. Okay, when we
Right,
are
yeah.
when we work hard and we get successful, we get self-made tag.
Okay, and Shraddha, you've dabbled with various industries. You also worked in a Hindi film with Tigmanshu Dhulia, Milan Talkies with Adi Fazal.
Yes.
Now with this stardom that you have in South, would you want to experiment once again with Hindi movies as well? Have you been offered something?
Yes, I would definitely love to experiment. I happen to speak Hindi very well. I'm an army kid. I grew up all over the country. So, in fact, it's sad to say, but I speak Hindi a little better than my own mother tongue, which is Kannada. So that's
Canada,
the
yeah.
command I have over Hindi. Have I been offered films after Milan Talkies? No. They were like I can count on one hand. I mean, they're all really terrible films. So nothing exciting.
Nothing exciting as of
But I
now.
would love
Right.
to. I would definitely love to.
Okay, and Nani, you are called a natural star, as we mentioned in the beginning, and I was watching one of your interviews, and you were asked about the entire insider-outsider and nepotism debate, and you are this self-made guy who's not part of any film family, and you made it on your own. Uh, with this raging debate that we're having right now, which is going on, I think everywhere, especially news channels and all across the country right now, on the insider versus outsider.
Yeah.
How do you look at it? How do you look at it? Because you mentioned in that interview that even the insiders, the industry kids, even they have a legacy to look up to, and really they have to match that. Because if they don't,
Yeah.
then they're forgotten, and there's a lot of criticism for that as well. How do you look at
Yeah.
this entire debate which is going on?
See, one simple thing that there's always a balance. Okay, there's always a balance, no matter what. And it's like you just said, like how they have expectations to reach and they have to match up to it. Definitely, they get their first chances and they get their leaps easily from one to one, one to one. They might grow very fast. We might go very slow, but they'll never get the high of what we get. Like for example, what I'm saying. See, I have one guy comes and tells me, "Sir, I'm your fan. I know he's my fan." They will
Right.
never get to know if he's dad's fan, uncle's fan, or their own fan, or he's just a fan because he's. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm
Yes.
saying, see, they will never get the high. They will never get the kick of like feeling what we feel. Definitely, it's a little more harder for us. But I'm saying there's always a balance. They have to work hard to match up to someone else's expectation. We can choose what we want to do. We can do what we want to do, and we can be very, complete. Everything can be. We can accept the credit or fault or whatever it is. We can take it, and so it's a balance basically. I'm not saying. I don't think. See, there are few sections where they will, they'll have an advantage. We don't have an advantage, and there are few very very important things which we'll have an advantage which they don't.
And what about you, Shraddha? What is your opinion? Because even you are not from the industry. You're from an army background.
Right.
How do you look at it?
Of course, it's a lot harder for someone for someone who's not of a film background, to really find that first break. And you have to be really lucky if your first break clicks and then you sort of, have a future after that. Star kids get their first breaks. I think they're sort of spotted even when they're just teenagers. And it's like it's sort of decided that okay, this I would love to cast her when she grows up, when she comes of age, or when he or she comes of age. Of course, I feel I feel like the scales are tipping in their favor because they have all sorts of like advice and guidance and the kind of like they have seen for so long, just their parents, and their entire life has been watching their parents and uncles, whatever, and their journeys. In that sense, it's really easy for them. But I think talent speaks for itself, and if you have it, you survive the race. And if you don't, I think star kids continue to lug along, but like I said, talent speaks for itself. And I just
And
wish it
even
were a
when
more
they're
open industry.
yeah, and even when like the even when they're very successful, they'll still get this target tag. Okay, when we
Right,
are
yeah.
when we work hard and we get successful, we get self-made tag. So I think there's
Yes,
advantage for us, there's disadvantage for
for
them.
sure.
So it's a
I think the
balance.
sense of achievement is higher for us. Yeah,
Yeah,
we
100%.
definitely feel prouder of our achievements. Like,
Yes.
it's inspiring. So yeah, we're setting good
Right.
examples to other people who are not stuck. Regular people with regular backgrounds.
Basically, believers, each one of us, whether you're a star kid or you're outsider, you have your own advantages and disadvantages, like the way Nani and Shraddha told. Uh, yeah, I mean, it's I mean, probably you get your initial starts and initial jumps very easily when you're having backing of someone. For you to reach to a particular position, you're a much better person. I mean, you have what do you say? You have your own advantage and disadvantage to everything. And end of the day, Friday decides who is who. So, I mean, even if you're started, I mean, if you're not doing well for a couple of months, no one cares about you. Even you are no one. I mean, if people love you, no one can stop you. I think if Friday or the people around you, people who watch your talent will decide everything. It's just a wait of time. I mean, once people judge you, I mean, it is all it is. Yeah.